What's up, boys and girls? We're back with another episode of Off-Centered Outdoors. I'm flying solo this week. Holy cow. I'm your host, Matt Dockstetter. My cohort, as you may see, is not here next to me, and we're in a different location. So, Chucky's down with the Ronies. He caught the World War II Rona. So yeah, he's actually feeling better today, but he's at home resting up. So yeah, you get to deal with me. Oh man, it's been a heck of a week. As you just saw in my intro there, I went ahead and tagged me out a little deer this year. Not a little deer, he's a respectable fork horn. Not the biggest one in the woods, but he's what I was after. He made me happy as hell. So it's been a tough season, and I was more than happy to put him in my freezer. So yeah, we've just in the family, we got a pig down, my deer, and then that little buck that Nathan tagged opening weekend or whatever when it was. So yeah, we're doing okay. We got some meat in the freezer. We're looking forward to what's yet to come. We've got as a family, we got antelope trip to Wyoming planned. Gonna come up here in a couple of weeks, and then after that I'm gonna be going to Texas for whitetail in the middle of November, so that should be fun. We're gonna see if we can stick another one with the old Hoyt. I think we can do it. If not, we'll have to switch over to the weather bow, but we'll find something, I'm sure. So yeah, it's been a fun week so far. Been like I said, we dealt with that. I put my Jeep in the shop, and unfortunately, it's another loss for the family this year. It's toast. It's a '87 Jeep Wrangler. It just short of 300,000 miles on it, and something let go in the valve train. So they didn't want to go in and rebuild the valve train because they knew as soon as they did that and get it running good, the bottom end's going to go out. So there wasn't any point in doing that, and they wanted way too much to put a new engine in it because there's no good used ones around that were low enough mileage to make it worth it. I mean, it's silly. So, and yeah, the cost to do the engine swap was pretty much what the Jeep's worth if it was running perfectly. So I don't know, it's not much sense there. So we're going to sell it as it is, I think, and save up a little bit, and next year we'll see if we can get something else to make as the hunting rig for the year. I know I'm getting tired of beating the hell out of myself and my truck because 3/4 ton Dodge doesn't exactly lend itself to off-roading too much, not without ripping the front end apart. I speak from experience on that. So yeah, it's been exciting. Now the truck's in the shop right now getting a check engine light fixed. Ponder me this: if you're selling thousands and thousands of trucks, and I mean, granted, you're going to have a recall, right? Maybe one or two. Well, currently, the 22 to 23 Rams have 3 recalls. And somehow, I'm not saying it's set up this way, but all 3 recalls, there are no parts available to fix them. And the one recall makes your check engine light come on, and that's what mine's been for like the last, I don't know, 3-4 months probably at least. And it's come time, we got to register the truck again for the following year, and I have to do emissions because we're in this lovely state of California. I've got to smog my diesel. Thanks, guys. EPA sure know what you're doing. So yeah, it won't pass with the check engine light, obviously. So I took it into Dodge the other day, and I took it into the Santa Maria dealership because when I originally getting this issue fixed, I took it to the San Luis Obispo dealership because it's just a little bit closer, a little bit easier to deal with. So I took it in there, and their fix, since there's no parts available, was to unplug the unit that was causing the troubles, so there wouldn't be a fire. So that's a good idea, but that's what caused the check engine light to come on. So I called them back a few weeks ago, or not even a few weeks ago, last week, before I took it into Santa Maria, and I talked to the same service advisor I talked to when I took it in the first time when they unplugged it. And basically, and I'm not trying to disparage anybody, I'm not trying to say don't go to here, don't go to there, go here instead. I'm not saying that. You go wherever you want. It's a free enterprise. But yeah, anyways, I call them up and say, hey, this is me, this is what I've got going on. I need to get this check engine light shut off so I can do my emissions, so I can get it truck re-registered. And he's like, oh, there's nothing I can do for you right now. There's no parts available for the to fix that recall. So, and okay, so where does that leave me? He said, what do you mean? I said, I can't register my vehicle without doing emissions. I can't do emissions with the check engine light on. I can't shut it off without fixing it. There's no parts to fix it. What's Dodge gonna do about this? And his answer to that, believe this shit or not, his answer to that was, well, that's a question a lot of people are gonna have. So I guess you need to take that up with the DMV. There's nothing I can do to answer that question for you. And you know, now I'm typically a pretty rationally minded person. I don't typically try to get too crazy with folks that are allegedly trying to help, but I'm glad I wasn't there in person because then I probably would have said some things I didn't mean. Not necessarily didn't mean to say. So yeah, I said, what do you mean there's nothing you can do? What do you mean I'm gonna have to take it up with the DMV? You're the guys that fixed this. You're the guy that unplugged the fucking unit. I didn't say the fucking word, but I told him, you're the guys that unplugged it. You need to do something to fix it. He said, well, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. I said, fine, I'll call a more understanding person at a different dealership. And I hung up on him. So I called a couple other places and pretty much got the same answer, but not necessarily so much. But I was trying to deal with Ventura because they're another dealership I haven't gone to yet. I had a not great experience at Santa Maria, but I don't care. It's a long time ago. So yeah, I called Ventura. They had a hard time understanding what I was saying. I gave them the whole spiel I just said to you and said, this is where I'm at, this is what I need to do, what can we do? And the guy said, bring it in and we'll see what we can do. Now, mind you, that's 2 hours away. So I can't just exactly pop in. So I said, all right, I'll see if I can make it down there. They didn't give me an appointment. He told me just come in and ask for me and we'll get y'all set up. So I didn't do that, needless to say. I decided on my way home I was going to go run by the Santa Maria Dodge and see what they could do for me. And so I gave them my spiel when I got there and said, hey, this is what I need to do. This is what's going on. This is what these guys said. Fix me. And yeah, so allegedly I can pick it up tomorrow. With any luck, it'll be back to good as new, or as good as new as can be. And then I can go pay my registration, and then I'm good for another 2 years without having to do the stupid ass diesel emissions. Go figure. The EPA of California has completely screwed things up. You're trying to protect the environment, but you required a science that wasn't even around. It wasn't even invented yet when you came up with the need for the science. So I don't know. Obviously, it must be somebody a lot smarter than I am, because I sure as shit don't understand. You put hundreds of farmers and truckers and construction companies and all on the fire because somebody thinks that they know best about something they don't know anything about. I don't understand. I don't understand how people think, but I guess I don't get paid to think. I get paid to put deer together, right? I won't get up on my soapbox anymore on that. But yeah, so yeah, we're getting that figured out. I've got the Carrizo Plains Apprentice Deer Hunt on the Chimeneas Ranch this coming up weekend. The kids selected for that are all super excited. The guides are all super excited. I've got to go finish getting ready for that today. I've got to go get all my gear together and get it all at a centralized location so I can throw it in my truck when it comes home tomorrow, allegedly. Yeah, so me and Noah be riding around with a kid from here in Santa Maria. We got a kid from Santa Maria that happens actually his dad and grandpa are two of my really good customers, so that works out pretty well. He'll probably be riding around with me. There's a kid from Napomo that I'm not sure who it is. He's never killed a deer yet. Actually, all three kids have never killed a deer. And the last one's from up in Elk Grove. His family's they put him for this hunt on a whim. They're not big game hunters, they're duck hunters. So they're not sure exactly what we're doing, but it'll be a good time regardless. These are the luckiest kids in the whole damn state putting in for deer hunts right now. This ranch gets hunted once a year for deer. These three children a year. 12 to 18, or I think it's 18. It might be 17 or 16, whatever it is. Three apprentice hunters get to hunt this a year. There's a few drive-on hunts and walk-on hunts for doves and pigs and quail and whatnot, but this is the only official big game hunt, minus the one youth elk hunt that they do. They give that away through the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. And that's already been chosen. That hunt I think will be the second week of October, something like that. So I'm hoping I can get out for that one and meet some other people and make some good contacts. They get to go kill a cow elk on that deal. But yeah, this hunt is, if you guys have never been out to the Chimeneas Ranch, you need to try to check it out. Come to our banquet we have every year. It's I think it's the first weekend of February this year, last weekend of January. I can't remember without looking. Obviously, I'm not prepared like normal, but it's what it is. We auction off usually one guided tour of the ranch at each dinner. I'm sure we'll be doing that again this year. It's a great time. It's like a photo journey through the ranch. You can go take pictures. You see all the animals you can see, and I mean, there's elk, deer, pigs, coyotes, bears, quail, doves, all that fun stuff that you get to observe in their natural habitat where only very few people get to go. It's a really, I can't put it into words, the feeling you get when you're out there. It's a whole different place. I wish there was a few things done differently out there, that the state, their hands are kind of tied, so it is what it is. There's no after COVID we had that big storms and whatnot. It kind of knocked out all the power out there, so any power that's out there anymore is all generator. There's no electricity. The water's messed up for other reasons, and it's it's a bit of a bummer because it's like I said, it's a pretty magical place, for lack of a better term. So yeah, we got that going. Animals are slowly starting to roll into the shop. We're down a little bit from where we were previous years, but we're doing okay. I think I'm at like 15 or 16 critters for the year, and I think last year at this time I was about 25, so it's not too far off. We still got a lot of time left. We got 2 weeks left in the season here. We got all the other seasons around, all the other zones around us are opening up. Out of state hunts are opening up, so we're bound to get something in. It's not the end of the world. Plus we've got allegedly some more wholesale work coming up, so that'll take care of us pretty well, keep us busy. I know we're gonna have a couple seminars through the cat. We're gonna have I think there's one in December, and I can't remember what the other one is. I'm sorry. It's we've thrown so many dates out for random things I can't remember. But I think the next one is a bird seminar. It's going to be at Richard Mark's shop, I think is what we decided. Or it might be in Calusa. I honestly, without my notes, I can't remember. But it's going to be a good one. Keep watching the cat Facebook page and Instagram for info on that if you're interested in going and learning from one of the best around how to do a bird, or how to improve your bird work, I guess. Then after that, we'll be having our art show and taxidermy competition back up there in Calusa again. That'll be the 25th to the 27th of April. If you guys are interested in coming to that, I highly suggest you do. It's a great time. This isn't the Western Regionals this time, so it'd be a little bit, I'm sure the attendance will be down just a little bit, just because we do have some great judges coming in this year. Yeah, it'll be a great time. We're gonna have a great banquet as usual, unless something weird happens. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but yeah, it's a great time. I got a few tricks up my sleeve for what I'm bringing this year. It sounds like we're gonna have our little buddy Billy the Kid taking his deer that he did up there, so that'll be fun. I'm supposed to be doing another weekend seminar with a good friend of mine here pretty soon, so hopefully that pans out correctly too, and then we having a lot of high quality competition this year. Not that we don't normally, but let's change that, my quality. So whether that's good or that's bad, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to these. I know we don't always talk about the most earth-shattering news or the most brilliant things on the planet, but it's fun for us. It keeps us entertained, and at least I hope it keeps a couple of you guys entertained. If nothing else, you can laugh at us. Like, look at these friggin' morons. So I appreciate every time you guys click on the podcast. It definitely makes a difference. But yeah, click on it, share it, comment on it, like it. If you're on YouTube, like it, share it, comment. Even if it's just a nonsensical post, just comment on it. Get it in the algorithm so more people can see it. Chucky and I are working on a couple other things that might happen one of these days that we're looking forward to. I'm sorry for being so vague on that, but we've got a couple things that might be coming down the pipeline. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, be sure we're on, like I told you before, in every episode I tell you, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube. And if there's anywhere else I need to be, you let me know and I'll be there. I'm probably, like usual, I'll be there late. Alright, if you guys are in the Santa Maria area, I may be sold out, but this coming Sunday, Whiskey Bent Barbecue will be at the Presqu'île Winery Tri-Tip Cook-Off. It's the first year back for that after COVID, so wish us luck. There's going to be some stiff competition this year, and I'm hoping to be back for it. like I said, I'll be out at the junior hunt. It goes from Friday to Sunday, so I'm hoping I can get done out there early enough Sunday I can be back in time for the cook-off. I don't see it happening necessarily, but it sure is a nice goal. Tickets for that may be sold out. If not, go check out the Presqu'île Winery website and see if you can get in on it. It's a great time. Tasting from lots of different barbecue companies, and you get to pair it with some high quality wine. You can't go wrong there, right? And then the next big event we have after that's a public event, the 13th, 15th of October is Santa Maria Air Fest. If you guys haven't gone to that, you need to get out and check that out. It'll be at the Santa Maria Airport. It's a great time. Lots of different food vendors, lots of different other things going on. They've got obviously the air show. There'll be lots of airplanes and helicopters doing all their fun stuff. And it's just a great time. You see lots of people, lots of cool exhibits. You come check us out and get some lunch. If you're gonna go, you might as well eat the best around. And where else are you gonna go? See, and then after that, November 4th at the Estrella Warbirds Museum up in Paso Robles, we'll be there doing another contest / antique show / whatever the heck it is. It should be a good time. I think it's like 11 to 2 on the 4th of November. So yeah, be sure to check that out. You can, I can't remember the where to go to check that out, but I will put it down in the description. I'll put links to all the different events in the description, and you guys go check it out at your leisure. Well guys, I'm gonna cut out a little early today. It's just me, so I can only yammer on for so dang long before I get tired of hearing myself, and I'm sure you guys are the same way. We're at like the 22-minute mark, and that's about all I need to do. Be sure to check us out everywhere, as I said already: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Just look for Off-Centered Outdoors there. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Click the bell if you're on YouTube, and just keep us out there. Get us as big as we think we are. And be sure to check us out on social media at Butcher Shop Taxidermy, and Chuck's Instagram is at Ojai_Valley_taxidermy. And yeah, just check us out. See what we're up to. If you're at least halfway interested, you might as well try to be all the way interested. Alright guys, have a great one. Wish us luck to all the kids this weekend at the youth hunt. Well, when this comes out, it'll all be over, so you'll know next episode what happened there. Alright guys, have a great one. Catch you later.